Hi, I'm Emma Oliver. I'm a double data science and general music major at Oregon State, and I'm currently in my sophomore year. I think in high school I was interested in statistics and I didn't know what to do with it. I had a cousin who's actually a statistician and he was talking to me about it, and it just sounded very interesting, and it kind of allows for a lot of flexibility in what career industry you work, since kind of everyone needs something like a statistician or a data scientist. I'm very interested in public opinion research, so I used to love scrolling through all the Pew style research articles, and those were just so interesting to me. I was like, I kind of want to do this. I was actually kind of more of a liberal arts kid in high school, surprisingly enough, and I used to love, philosophy and reading books and really understanding ideas. And I thought this was kind of the intersection for me between a lot of my interests, in philosophy and just opinions and, thoughts, and the more the STEM side of things. So this was a really good combination for me. Because computers are getting so advanced and they used to not be able to process this much data, especially with machine learning tools and things like Python and programming, now that it's advanced that level, I think everyone's realizing, wow, here's all this data, let's make sense of it kind of thing, let's make information out of this that's applicable. So I think so many industries are trying to make use of this right now, and so I think that's what's really cool, because if it's healthcare or research or industry, there's usually a place for a data scientist to go in. Currently, what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to go into the public opinion side of data science. Public opinion research is basically, it uses surveys to ask people, their opinions on certain political, economic, social issues, and basically it collects their opinions and then you can analyze those opinions. It's one of the only ways to really go into the minds of people and to be like, okay, what exactly are you thinking about this issue and why? My favorite data science course so far has been Statistics 437, Data Visualization. You learn how to visualize all these different kinds of data, even interactive visualizations, they're just really cool. My data visualization project for the class is actually trying to visualize the gender pay gap in the US. So I do it by state level, and it's this really cool interactive graph where you can hover over it and see different states, and kind of just shows how it's transitioned over the years. I think especially one really good thing with this program right now is that the program is small, so the class sizes are also small, so there's a lot of personal interaction. They want you to succeed, and they want to give you the resources to do that. I think I came into OSU kind of being overwhelmed at 35,000 students, oh my goodness, this is humongous, I'm never going to find my place. Instead of thinking about, oh my goodness, it's so humongous, wow, there's so many opportunities because it's so humongous. I've had so many really cool research opportunities that coming to college, I would have said, no way, it's not going to happen to me, I'm not going to do this kind of thing. Last summer, I was an REU research summer intern in the Department of Wood Science Engineering in the College of Forestry, and we worked with curve-fitting biochar Raman Spectrosocopy data, which, to put it in very simple terms, is basically biochar, which is a kind of burnt wood that can be very useful for absorbing carbon when anaerobically burned. Often they want to analyze that for certain things, and so Raman spectroscopy is a way to analyze this burnt wood. And so, but when you analyze it, you get this really weird looking graph. And in the literature, people are all over how to interpret this graph. And so basically my job was to use Python programming to analyze this data multiple different ways using a technique called curve fitting. So I'm currently working on writing the research paper for publication for that work. I'm really looking forward to my classes. I think I have some really cool upper division classes. I'm really looking forward to continuing my music. I have 2 more years, and I'm really excited to do more of that. And yeah, I'm excited to more, hang out with my friends, just it's really a fun experience at OSU. So.